What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 67. I am, as always, your one half of your host team, Brian Mitchum, Director of Media Development. As with always with me, Chris Cousins, Director of Podcasting. Mr. Chris Cousins, how are you doing? Did you get the computer working?
Yeah, I got the computer working. But man, hey, we got to do this. We got to do this big. It's playoff time. So let's rewind and let me do the real intro.
Hey, wait. We'll run it back like Jey Uso does.
Yeah, run it.
Speaking of, I'm about 4 days away from Monday Night Raw in Detroit. Can't wait.
All right, listen, you're going to be in for a show too because things got a little choppy this last episode, so you're going to be in for a secret. But here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Players Football Association and Trinity Trifecta is proud to bring to you the greatest podcast show in America. My man, Brian Mitchell, my puppet master. I am Chris Cousins, the Director of Podcasting, and this is the Rundown Playoffs Edition.
That is right, Chris. We are officially through the regular season, 10 weeks of just great football and time for the playoffs. Now, we'll get into it a little bit more. We're going to talk to Monty Abrams from the number one team, 2A team in the country, Glass City Tigers. He'll join us here in just a little bit. In fact, he was supposed to be here a few minutes ago, but he's not on yet. But and we'll talk to Mr. Aaron Sanders of the Flag City Phantoms, who is the number 2 team in the PFA right now. Both of those teams have a first-round bye. So we'll look at some matchups. We'll recap Week 10, all that and more, Chris, as soon as what?
We pay some bills.
That's right. Check this commercial out from our sponsors. We'll be right back. You're watching episode 67 of The Rundown. And welcome back to episode 67, Chris. Yeah, you'll have to ask Dunk about that question he asked me off the air. I had the same question, but hey, I'm just going to go with whatever the boss says. So, but we had some games in week 10, Chris. So let's just jump right on into it and look at some matchups. Well, this matchup.
Where's the sound button? Where's the?
Hang on, I gotta find it.
Where's that?
Sad trombone.
So sad. I really wanted this game to take place. Unfortunately, this has been a reoccurring theme. 2026, not just here in the PFA, but across the nation. Player commitment, man. Like you got to do better as a player. If your franchise is stepping up to make things available on their end, you gotta come through on your end. You know what I'm saying? I heard some whispers about players, playing in other leagues, jumping ship to another team, and this is that and the third. So it's just like, where's the loyalty? You know what I mean? Like, and it's sad because it hurts the team. When players don't show up, and other players that do show up that want to play, can't play the game. So I hate that this had to happen. 21-0 goes to the Rams. We both had the Rams win anyway, but it was just, you want the game to be played. You know what I mean? You want the game to be played in its totality. So I need everybody who's playing at this level. Let's get it together. Jordan, there was a lot of players who said they wanted to play. A lot of players.
They had enough players, that wanted to play, and
and sometimes that comes to management making a decision. So it's a sad situation. It's a sad situation. That's the best way I can put it. It's a sad situation. So hopefully the Surge are going to be ready for playoffs. They are in the playoffs. They did make the playoffs this year.
Not the Surge anymore. I mean, like you said, we both had the Rams winning this game, and it would have been a BTA game. What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, Drew Mitchum? What's up, Kurt Gardner?
What's up, Cash?
What's up, Cash? Cash, I want to invite you on, but I'm afraid that we're going to become a meme again if we do that. But we might just feel risky tonight and have you jump on the show later on when the train's coming off the track. So
I'm with the shenanigans this evening. So
we might
Cash,
get you and Dunk on here. Get you and Dunk on here. I will say, while my son Drew is watching, he absolutely loves when Dunk's on here and when Mike Cash was on here. And
doesn't like when you're on there, huh?
He don't give a shit when I'm on here, but when you're on here and the other Chris is on here, he's like, those guys are funny, No. But dad is just dad,
Yeah,
So
kids are the worst when they get. My kids don't even watch it. My son subscribed. He liked and followed. He did that part.
Hey, that's more than what we can get some of these players to do, man.
He definitely doesn't tune in. I ask him all the time, "What's going on, Coach Mac?" Yeah, I ask him all the time. Like, "Hey, did you catch the show?" "No." "What were you doing?" "I was playing the game."
I was playing. Get more important, Dad. I'm a teenager. I don't want to watch another grown-ass old man talk about pro advancement football.
He'll come to the games with me. You've seen him there with me before. He'll help. He'll film for me and stuff like. But when it comes to watching me and doing the show, no.
My son Drew would go with me to some of the games. Almost got us kicked out a couple times for running his mouth to players, and I had to get on him because I'm like, I will let them beat your ass. I don't care, because I don't know you if they want to beat you up. I don't know you.
I don't know who you are.
On to the next game. Flag City versus Flint. What can we say, man? Flint's been on a struggle. all season, injuries, but
Struggle bus. I wish I had a
they
horn.
show up to every game. They haven't forfeited a game. Um,
That's good though.
so they whether they have 15 players or 40 players, they still traveled. They still showed up at home, and they've made it through the season. And yet, they're still in the playoffs. So, um,
The
you know,
Phantoms really needed this game more than Flint, and they needed to score more, which they did.
they
Which
did.
they did. I'm glad they put up a 40 ball. They definitely needed to. And with them putting up the 40 ball actually helped them re-secure because they weren't in they got bumped out last week, but they were able to re-secure second place and get that bye going to the playoffs. So I think that they went to the game focused, knew what they needed to do, knew they needed to put points up on the board in order for that to happen because we are a scoring league. So hats off to them. And when Aaron comes on, I'm definitely going to say, my catchphrase of what's been happening. What's going on, Javon? But is this the year? We say it. We've been saying it for the last 4 years. Is this the year for Flag City to not be the bridesmaid and be the bride? That's a tall order when you have a 10-1 team sitting across from you at number 1 in Glass City Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
So the playoffs, win or go home. They have a bye. Hopefully they come full strength in that second round. It is a doubleheader that's just been announced. It's going to be in Toledo, Ohio. Doubleheader for the second round of the playoffs. Glass City will be playing at 4 and Flag City will be playing at 7. So we will see who the winners are from this week, and they will be able to move on to that doubleheader in Toledo.
We'll jump right into this game because we got our first guest joining us, and he is a member of one of the dominant offensive lines in pro advancement football. He also is a member of the number 1 2A team in the country, Mr. Monty Abrams.
What up with y'all?
What's up, man? When you came on, I almost wanted to say Assalamu alaikum. You got the big.
No, that's just no. That's just a stocking cap, man.
You got the chic look, Monty. You look like a chic.
No, man.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Enjoying this little week off. About to get ready for practice tomorrow. We taking a week off, but we ain't taking a week off. Let me say it like that.
That's good. Now you guys gonna go scout? You guys gonna go to the game to scout?
A few of us talking about it. We want to come check them out, see what we might run into. I think we might see who went out of Grand Rapids and Lima or whatever, or
one of them face the lowest remaining.
You face the lowest seed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna go check out the 2 lowest seeds, see what it's looking like. A few of us talked about it.
Now coming into this season, a lot of expectations. You know what I mean? Because last year you guys were a 3A team. You made it all the way to the championship. End up, losing in that game. But a lot of expectation this year. You come back home to the PFA. You guys have been on the road for every single game and still were able to get a 10-1 record. And your only loss, and everybody has lost to this team, but only loss is to the number 1 3A team in Detroit Ravens. How does it feel that you guys are where you're at right now? And was this expected from the beginning?
I'll keep it a bean. Traveling like this, no, that wasn't never expected. That wasn't even in the cards. But winning like this, we damn. Oh, my bad, y'all. We damn show.
Okay.
It's not a show. It's not a kids show, Monty.
It's not a kids show.
Oh, okay. Shit. We dang show set back and talked about it all off season. After leaving Florida, them plane rides home, conversations, we talked about it a lot, and we just thirsty to get back there, and we wasn't gonna let nobody get in our way. Even the week we walked into the Ravens, we wasn't walking around like, oh, it's the Ravens. We was like, we going in here to play ball,
Right.
We know nobody really give us our respect. And I ain't gonna lie, this year was a point-proving year for us. Like, a lot of people don't give us our respect. We've been around 10 years. We actually kind of was in this same particular spot at one point in our 10-year tenure, but other things played a part in that, so we didn't finish out strong like we should have. Last year, I'm gonna correct you on that, Chris. We didn't make it to the championship. We made it to the semifinals.
Okay, my fault.
And even that still had us hungry because we went double overtime with the Columbus Fire in that situation.
Right.
So
I knew you played the Fire.
yeah. So this
You
year
weren't
it
even
was
supposed
really
to be
just
in that game though.
It was a very close one for sure.
Yeah, you weren't even supposed to be in that game, in that position to even make it, have a chance to go to the championship game. So,
So we just this year we came in with a chip on our shoulder, and we was gonna just prove it to everybody. Everybody that has something to say about us was gonna have to see the belt, and that's just how we came about it. And we ain't done. It ain't over. I mean, we still got the chip on our shoulder.
A wild ride for you guys, man. It's been fun watching you guys score those every game, and man, a couple of weeks ago, 72 points, a PFA record. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy to us too. Like, honestly, that. But to begin the season, we started off, 50, 60. Our numbers was up there, and then we kind of went through where our numbers looked kind of regular. So we kind of all sat back and talked to each other. We like, man, let's get back to playing our brand of football, and that's scoring points. And I'm gonna give a shout out to our defense these last few weeks. They done made it very easy to go out there and score points. Like, I'm gonna shout out the D line. I'm gonna shout out the secondary with the picks and everything they didn't have for us. It's not just an offensive thing that's been going on around here. These last few weeks, I will say my defense done kicked in totally. Like, it's been a full circle type of thing going on around here. That 72 didn't just come from an offensive thing. It came from defense putting up stops, couple turnovers for us. Same as special teams giving us good yardage, good field position, So it's been a full team thing, And I also want to shout out to the coaches because they've been on our case these last few weeks. Like, a lot of people coming down the stretch, they thought a lot of our coaches coming down the stretch thought we was gonna be kind of lax and we've been winning. They like, oh well, so they've been on our case, we've been on each other's case. So, it's a full team thing, really. But
now coming into these playoffs, we the number 1 seed, we know who the number 2 seed is, Flag City Phantoms. I'm not trying to jump ahead, but we know that's what the matchup wants to be in the championship in Toledo. Hosting a game, championship game, 10 years. How is that going to feel? First of all, how is that going to feel just being able to host a championship game in the
For
mud?
me, I speak from a personal, because I've been here the whole 10. So for me, it's going to feel great. Like, I can't even sit here and lie. It's going to feel great. We just got to handle business to get to that point. But getting to that point, it's going to feel great. And I know for a few guys that have been on the team with me for 10 years, it's going to feel great to them. Even the guys that just showed up 4 years ago. Like, that's the thing about us also is that we ain't really got a lot of new guys. It's the same guys that been here, So this whole run is really, like, very important to us. Like, last year on the road, we wasn't no good on the road as far as traveling numbers. Like, we couldn't travel to save our lives like these last 2 years, real talk. So being able to dominate on the road, how we've been dominating on the road like this year, is everything falling in play for us, really. Going into the playoffs, FCP, like you said, a lot of people want to see that matchup. Be truthful, I want to see that matchup. They do a lot of chatting when it comes to us, truthfully. And, I'm just kind of tired of them chatting. So that'd have been the best way, at the crib, championship title on the line. We gonna see. That's if it
happens. We don't want to jump the gun. Now, I personally, and Brian knows this, I've said from the jump, when we picked who was going to win, I said Glass City all the way. And I said, what I said last week? If you don't like what I'm saying, beat them.
That's going to be our new shirt for next year.
So
I like that saying. I told you that.
I still stand 10 toes down with that. And I'm happy that Toledo is actually that y'all are actually doing something big for the city. I went to high school in Toledo, so I'm from the mud, and I'm just happy that this is happening for the city. That a championship can be brought back, to the city. The championship game has a chance to be played in the city. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy for that. But one question I did want to ask you, because you playing on the offense, what is it like? How is Chauncey in the huddle? How is it like to play with him? And like, what makes him special? What makes him tick?
Honestly, I just say he just come in there and he be himself with us. Like him coming, he came to us last year and he told us like we gonna win a championship behind this. Like he said that out the gate when he showed up, and he ain't been nothing less than that. He, it's been almost like he been with us for years. Like is really no different when he in the huddle. It's like the huddle's like calm, smooth. We go out, he get us the plays. We go out there, do what we got to do. It's great having him. I can't sit here and say nothing other than that. It's great having him. I just say best quarterback in PFA, best quarterback in the region, in my opinion.
He definitely is.
The numbers don't lie.
Yeah,
the O line, we take pride in blocking for him. Like it turned into that. Like
I was going to ask you, does it make your job easier? Because you know what I'm saying to block. Because at any moment now, because at any moment he can take off. So it's like does he make some of y'all mistakes look like y'all?
Honestly, yeah, he just got into his running back. Like that's when he just kind of got into that. But his arm made it easy.
Oh yeah, his arm is crazy.
Yeah, that made it easy for us and messed up. Like if we messed up or Simon went haywire or something like that, he gonna make the throw. Especially when he got Jerome out there as a receiver. Even Amon Haynes, he's number one on our team. But he play a lot of spots. So you may see him at receiver this week, but you may see him at running back this week, or you may see him at quarterback one week. But he got them two options out there. So and then he got our tight end, Gene Patterson. He got options out there to make things happen for us, and that's what he's been doing in situations that needed to make it happen. So, and I can't forget our boy Sky. Like he coming back from an injury this week, so he gonna have that weapon back out there with him. So, and then our running backs back there making it easy for us too. I can't just put it all on Chauncey.
You got a lot of weapons, bro.
Yeah, we got a whole lot of weapons around.
A lot of weapons on offense.
Yeah, so.
But this is more of a playoff question because it's a win or go home. You guys have been basically leading every single game you've played, only not the Detroit game, but any other game you've played, you guys have been in the lead. In these playoffs, if things get tight, how do you think you guys are going to respond in the fourth quarters? Say you down. How do you think you're going to be able to respond? And like you said, you guys have a lot of camaraderie and cohesiveness because you guys have been together for so long. Like, how do you think you guys will respond if, say, you're down in the fourth quarter?
If we down in the fourth quarter, we're going to go do job. We're going to go do what we got to do. We don't sit back and worry about things like that because we know we play football. We're going to come out. We're going to do what Chauncey, we're going to do what the coaches ask of us. Well, the coach is going to ask Chauncey to do what he got to do. Chauncey going to come to the huddle, tell us what we got to do, and we're going to execute. So, I'll say, if y'all really think about it, our first game against Lima, we was 30-30 with them, and we took off in the fourth quarter. If you go down to, I think we had another game where we was in like a neck-to-neck. Oh, Cap City put first points up against us, I think, and we came back on that. Came back, and we kind of got a thing where last year we had to play from behind a lot, and we had to, get our motor going. We would come out sluggish, slowish, and had to get our motor going. So playing on the backside of things, if we ever had to play on the backside of things, I keep it a bean. I don't even think nobody want to see us on the backside of things because we kind of just now getting I'll be honest, we getting ourselves good in the first half now, but second half we've been solid like that all year. Second half, that's the worst time to catch us, honestly, in my opinion.
Now, you said Nationals. You mentioned Nationals. I want to ask you a question about that. You lost to Tarpon Springs. There's been a lot of media talk about how Tarpon Springs is this and Tarpon Springs is that. If you were to play them with this current roster and this year with this team's mentality, what would be the outcome? Give me a touchdown. Because, when you played them last year, y'all didn't lose by much. You were still in the game, even with low numbers that you guys had.
It's like, I'm going to tell y'all, we went to Florida with 8 guys from Toledo. 8. When we got to Florida, we hooked up with probably 10 more, maybe 15 more guys from Florida. So I say the chemistry wasn't there. It was me and one other of our starting linemen there. Like everybody else was from Florida. Like we had our core. We had the running backs, Hunt and Henderson. We had Jerome Morgan. We had Gene Patterson, and we had Chauncey.
Chauncey went crazy.
Yeah, you know, and if you watch the game, it's just like I said, we didn't have our guys, and I don't know if you see me on the boards. I've been on Tarpon Springs ass all year. Like, hey, come up to the Midwest. If y'all so good, how y'all say y'all is, leave Florida. You got your pick: the Rams, the Ravens, or GCT, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, them
But
dudes will never leave Florida, man.
I know, but I just like saying it because I know they won't leave it. But yeah, you know, going down there last year, it was an experience for me. I never had been to Florida. I could have went a couple years ago with a long time before I came to the Tigers. I could have went with the Thunder, but I didn't. So that was my first time going, and I want to go back. You know, I want to go, and I want to go back with the guys I got. Cause like I said, I feel like us with the guys we got, ain't nobody doing nothing with us. People just out here playing. You know, just doing something for their Saturdays.
You ain't lying. But we're gonna let you go, man. But I wanna wish you the best of luck. Bring it home to the mud. I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I need a DC t-shirt. Talk to coach. I need you. And then I'm gonna tell you right now, if y'all win it all, this is recorded. We'll screenshot it. Y'all win it all. I'm definitely getting a shirt with GCT champions PFA, and on the back I'm gonna say, if you don't like it, beat them. I'm telling you that right now. I'm getting. I'm
with that. I holler at him. He probably
I'm rocking it at
out here somewhere. I holler at him about that.
I need a 4X tall.
4X. You are tall in person, bro. I saw you.
Was that you?
It's like, bro, it's funny when he tells me how y'all react when y'all see him, bro. It's hilarious to me.
Bro, I was at the lineman game and he was by a car. I'm like, man, dude, tall as heck in person, bro.
Yes, that was right. You guys were at the fence. That was.
Oh, the commissioner has a question for you, Monty. He before I let you go, he said, "Where would you want to go? Orlando, Miami, or Daytona Beach?"
I want to go to Miami.
Yeah,
I don't know what's down there, but I want to go there. As far as
Miami was nice when I played in the championship.
Lots of iguanas. Lots of iguanas. They're like cats down there. They're just
me and my guys want to go to. We want to go to the biggest stage, and I think that's Miami. Put us in there. That's where we.
Miami was nice. Miami was nice. But all right, man. Wish you the best of luck, man. Pray everything. Go out there and watch some games. Y'all boys lock in, man.
For sure, man. Thanks for having me, y'all.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
Have a good one. All right. That was Monty Abrams of the Glass City Tigers. We're going to jump right back into – we're going to go back to this game for a second because we got Aaron on. He's been waiting patiently. What's up, Mr. Aaron?
My light-skinned brother.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Man, I thought he was white.
Y'all hear me good?
Wow.
I'm weak.
Just wow. No, Aaron is of the African American.
I know.
He just, he needs a tan in the summer so that way it stays through the winter.
I got me a good little tan.
Dark hair.
Listen, I'm the same way though, bro. I got to get dark in the summer so that way it lasts.
Red beard.
Fall in the winter. You know what I mean? So I'm right there with you. But I'm glad to have you. Listen, let's jump into it. My fault, Brian. Let me jump.
Y'all hear me cool?
Last week.
Yeah, we can hear you perfect.
All right.
Last week, okay. And Aaron, I've seen you play before. You know what I mean? I've seen you play a lot of games. But something was different last week. Something definitely was different about how you was playing last week.
Out of that hose, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you was because you was at home, you was playing in front of the home, you know what I'm saying, your home crowd, you was feeling juiced up, but you definitely locked in last week. I ain't seen you play like that in a long time, brother.
Oh man, I was in my mode, man. We in the city. I think I had 40 people there just from my family, friends and stuff.
You definitely was in your mode.
We had the whole away crowd like loaded. They were so loud, like I ain't been in a game like that in a minute. Where like we was loud, like they were like like Flint Fury on offense, you all hear the bleachers and stuff. I'm like, damn, dog, they ain't playing, So it was just, bro, that vibe was different. Like I felt like I was in high school again.
Listen, I know you know how it is when you get old at this level. That's why I said I was like, man, hey, look at Aaron out there, man. Feeling like he's 20 again, out there running and up.
I swear.
Aaron, you guys got the job done. You took back that second spot from the Capital City Bandits. You get a first round bye. What you guys are back to back in the championship game, but how does this year feel different to you?
I mean, shit. This year's been. I want to say disappointing for me. Like for me, You know, what I recruited and stuff and what I got on paper, I feel like we can beat anybody for real. You know, it's just about getting everybody here. And we still we ain't had one game yet with everybody here.
I was going to point that out because I'm glad
like,
you
this
said
shit
that.
is crazy. It's like, bro, it's crazy. Like FCP, I'm used to I'm going to 4 years, 5 years in this shit. Bro, we like the last 4 or 5 years, we ain't had less than 40 at a game. That's traveling. I think we had one game last year, and that was with Portsmouth. We had like 22 dudes. Other than that, we 40, 50 deep.
They still pulled that one out.
Yeah, pull that shit out last second. You know, it just like it's like because you know I'm playing for my nephew this year. You know, rest in peace, Trey. And like I just, bro, we was on a 5-0 win streak. We was on a 5-0 run. And I'm like, oh yeah, and we only got 20 dudes that game. I'm like, oh yeah, it's about to be bad for everybody. Then out of nowhere, boom. You know, now we only got 2 O linemen, 3 O linemen. You know, now we got 5 O linemen. We ain't got no skills. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is going on this year? Like, you know, it just, you know, to me, it's like irritating because we losing the teams. We losing the teams that I know we will smoke the fuck out of them if we had not even everybody, just majority. Like we had numbers, just some rotations. You know, we got motherfuckers playing, you know, 6 dudes playing both ways. That take a toll. You know it's bad when I got to play both ways. You know,
yeah, that's bad, brother.
So I mean, I'm an athlete, but like I said, when I gotta play both ways, bro, it's bad because I'm gonna be tired as fuck on offense. I'm not shit. It's bad, you know. But I know the Flint game, man. The Flint game was cool, bro. I think we had all our skills. That secondary is ridiculous. I think they had like 4 or 5 interceptions again. We've been averaging 4 interceptions damn near every game this year.
It's definitely been a no-fly zone. I'm not gonna say your secondary to me. This is my
opinion.
I
mean, and if you're going off the past years,
is your strongest asset.
Yeah, and if you've been going off the past years, Flag City, that's the only way you was able to score on Flag City. You couldn't run on us.
That is a fact.
Nobody could run on us.
Yeah.
Now I got a secondary that can shut shit down, and then my D line haven't been here. That D line shut the run down by themselves. So once we get everybody here, bro, it's bad. I'm telling you, it's bad. That's why
I definitely can agree with you on that, Aaron. When it comes to how you guys lost in those championship games, we're definitely
I know exactly. And that's what I do every year, bro. I look at how can I get better. Well, okay, boom. I was like this year that D line cool. When they here, you know, offense is always gonna score. You know, we got one of the best quarterbacks in the Midwest. Maurice gonna fucking pull it out his ass. Now and then we added Aaron Shannon. He a fucking dog. Yeah. He can hurt you on offense or defense. And this motherfucker got like 10 interceptions and they still throw at him. And then on the opposite side, you got Drizzy Pope. You throw it at him, he gonna get your ass too. And then we got the twins. We got Jamar Lamar. You know, what outsides with the safeties? They fucking pick. They got like what 7 apiece
back there.
And their receivers too.
Yes, bro. They some little man. They some little dogs that bro. They are hitting shit. They're number 16 and 14, bro. It's bad. They out here hitting shit. They are catching everything. You know.
I guess my question is, Aaron, if we in a perfect world, I'm gonna fast forward. I'm gonna fast forward to it. We get to the second round. We get to the championship. It's you against GCT. Are we gonna get a full roster? Because if we do, bro, that would probably be one of the best PFA championship games in probably the history of the PFA.
Right now, what we talking about? Everybody there.
Okay. Like I'm talking about my whole from our Ravens and Motor City. That's always gonna be a classic.
I'm like I said, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. I'm gonna have the whole entire Cincinnati O line, plus the O line I already got. I got the secondary. Already one of the best secondaries I put it probably against the Midwest. That D line with Jared and Braden, with Taz, Trey, Cody, Aries, bro. It's about us. And then that special teams. That's the thing too about us. We've been taking what, one back damn every game.
Yeah.
So I mean, the thing is, it's just about having everybody together. Dunk, and everybody shit already painted, Dunk. Except
you see that, right?
Yeah, I saw that shit. Come on. Yeah, boy, we got one dude. I'm like, bro, where your helmet at? He's like, I painted this week. They was playing professional ball,
In all seriousness, no, Aaron. I know I said it in the beginning. And y'all, you know, if they got on me, and it's okay because I guess I felt like I motivated y'all because it was just.
It's not even that. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Every year, I've literally I rooted for y'all. Like, yes, they're going to get it this year, and then it didn't happen. and then I said it again the next year, and then it didn't happen. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the ball to drop.
Yeah, and me too, bro. I'm sitting here like, bro, not like I said, GCT high. I know they GCT high. I love playing GCT. It's about to be a fucking banger. And I'm like I said, I'm not even counting out shit. Like you said, we most likely gonna have to play Bandits. Bandits is not a fucking slouch.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, the only reason the Bandits got the losses they got because they playing in the PFA. If they was in the GMFC or Tri-Point or anywhere else, bro, they ain't losing shit.
Yeah.
They had us beat at half. What, 20-14?
Yeah, it was 2014. Coach
and we pulled out 22 out our ass.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. I hope the Bandits don't win because I don't want to see them.
I just want any team. I guess when it comes to the playoffs, period, I want all the teams to just be at full. You know what I'm saying? Full capacity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, I think.
You feel what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing is, I think every other team got everybody what they got. We the only team that ain't shown our team or seen our team.
I want everybody to be at full tilt. Because that leaves no question. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get injured during the game. I want everybody to play all 4 or 5, whatever quarters.
Right. And then we had 2 losses this year. Maurice wasn't even here. 2 of our losses. Maurice wasn't even fucking here.
He got injured in the game. That's what I said. Taz got injured in one of the games. He got injured in one of the games. So
and it's just like, I mean, it's no excuses. But once that quarterback get hurt, bro.
Oh yeah, you know how it is.
I know. Our backups tried to do what they could, but when we playing against GCT with no quarterback, who averaging fucking 40, 50 points a game. So that's our. I mean, I think we did a great job against the GCT. We know who they stars is, and I feel like we shut down the stars, and everybody else had to step up. And they stepped up. I think we had 3 receivers playing DB. We had one DB. That was Aaron Shannon, and he did his fucking job. And with no Maurice either.
Y'all, if I had to compare, y'all starting to act like the MCR. Y'all got a lot of dudes playing both ways. A lot of dudes playing.
And the crazy thing is they do it good though.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
At a
high clip.
Yeah, like bro, like Nas, you got Nas, Taz, Mar. You got
don't leave Nas out because I don't need him coming back at me again like last.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got the twins, bro. It's bad, bro. It's bad. Like I'm just praying that everybody come because I just want to see what it's gonna look like. Because I'm like, bro, we got a preview of having everybody here.
Let's pray right now, man.
Yeah, literally.
Dear Lord,
get y'all ass to this game. You
want to pray that FCP shows up for every playoff game. Everybody
on the championship. Roster. Everybody on the roster. That's overkill.
Everybody is healthy, dear Lord.
Amen. We need Taz to get Taz ankle to be good. We cool.
Yes, Lord.
Shit, Dot been missing games. Shit, I was rare when I get his ass to a game. So
but Aaron, man, I wish you the best. I'm excited. I want the matchup. I want the matchup that everybody wants. I want to see y'all. And I still, I'm going for GGT. You know that. So I tell you like I know. If you don't like it, beat them. And
amen.
Be the spoiler. But I wish y'all nothing but I wish you nothing but best of luck, bro. And
yes, sir.
If this is your last season, man, go out with a bang, bro.
Hey, we got to.
This ain't your last season. Shut your ass up.
Shit, they better not give me a championship. They're gonna have to come arrest me to get me off that bitch. I'm telling you, they're gonna have to fight me. Hey, I win this championship. Somebody gonna want to fight.
You gonna be like JR with the shirt off? You gonna be like
boy, I'm gonna be in that bitch with a bomb. I'm gonna have 5 bottles and just launching them bitches to lose. Shit, Dunk about to be. Hey, I tell you right now, Dunk ass about to be soaked at that game, boy. You better get away from me. I'm like, get them, yeah. But yeah, no, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for the playoffs.
Definitely.
I'm excited to see who we playing.
Playoffs in a long time. We got a lot of good teams. Bro.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to see who we playing.
Anything can happen. So I think that's what I'm most excited about. Anything can happen.
Well, Aaron, have a great night and enjoy the rest of your evening, sir. And we'll definitely see you
see you next week, man.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
All right, man.
That was Aaron Sanders, owner of the Flag City Phantoms. Let's jump
and the
right
fact that he said he doesn't want to see the Bandits. Coach Mack, you guys should be proud of what you guys did this season in the PFA. That's a strong compliment right there. A strong compliment. Hey, my mom is on. Hey, mama. Somebody's tuning in.
Is that really your mom?
Yeah, that's my mama.
Oh. Mama Cousins, how are you? So back into our games, Chris. We'll jump into this one. The Lima Warriors took on the Mid Ohio Patriots from are they Tri-Point or PAFL?
PAFL, and yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect this. I was hoping the Lima Warriors would win.
I was hoping that after what happened in previous week, I was hoping that they kind of like galvanized together and kind of like, and this was a home game. So I was like, I just don't like to lose to outside people. I don't like it. So, but congratulations to the Pats, man. You did your thing. Putting up 43 is not shabby, especially against, I mean, the Lima hangs their hat on their defense. And, you know, you definitely put up 43 points on them. So hats off to you guys. Wish you best of luck in your league. And Lima, get ready for the playoffs, man. Get ready for the playoffs. Anything can happen. Remember me saying anything can happen. And since I'm speaking, anything can happen. Let me just get on my soapbox real quick. Lima, the first game of the season, you stood toe-to-toe with the number one team in 2A in the nation. You took them all the way to the fourth quarter where they had to battle and make good decisions. And even though you lost, you still held your ground. I need that Lima, okay? I need that Lima to show up for the playoffs. And then because I just feel like as soon as you lost that game, everything just kind of started being a roller coaster. But that Lima that showed up that first week, that's the Lima I need to show up for these playoffs, okay? You guys were boys. You guys put up points. You guys played good team ball. You didn't make mistakes. There wasn't a lot of turnovers. That's the Lima I need to show up come playoff time. And you know what? Good things might happen for you, okay? Good things might happen for you. So just take that, lock in, and just sleep on it, okay? Sleep on it. Even my mom said that's a lot of points. And that's coming from my mama.
She didn't see the graphic where GCT scored 72 points.
Yeah.
On to the next game that everybody let's think about this, Chris. The Ravens had let's recap it because we know the boss recaps it when he was on here. The Ravens had a game scheduled.
Yes.
The other team dropped out for whatever reason, chickens. Yeah. And the Bandits had a game scheduled, which in my mind was the game, you know, probably a win.
It was a game they could have won.
They would have kept that second
seed.
seed.
It was if they would have kept that. I think it was a game they could have won.
You know what? Coach Mack said nope. He talked to his guys, and they said nope. Let's go play the number one team in the country because we're not scared, and we're a 2A team, and that they did. Hey, they held the Ravens to 34 points.
I was just about to say something about the score. I've seen the Ravens do worse to people. Okay, so to only put up 34 and you scored 12. I wish you could have maybe scored maybe 18, about 20. But the Ravens is the Ravens. But even still, you didn't get smacked for real. You know what I'm saying? Like you held your own in that game. The score shows it. You know what I mean? Even though it's a 12-34. Listen, it asked, and this is no shade to my homeboy Jimmy. God love him to death. Ask the Broncos how fast the Ravens scored 34 on them. It happened in a quarter and a half.
Yeah. So congrats to Cap City Bandits for the 5-5 season coming into the PFA. You know,
you're a threat. You're a threat right now.
Coach Mack knew last year that it was going to be competitive over here, and he never faltered. He kept true to his word. He was coming to the PFA last year. He, second-year team, mind you, the Cap City Bandits are a second-year team, and a well-oiled machine over there. They had some injuries. They lost a couple of their leaders, their defensive captains, beginning of the year, but they didn't give up. They didn't fold up shop. They kept charging and plugging away, and You know, they had that. Them and FCP were back and forth for a couple
Mhm.
weeks. You know, on who was going to get that number 2 seed, and
Sure.
you know, but hey, it's not
It's
how you
okay.
start; it's how you finish. And they take on the Flint Fury this weekend, and we'll see what happens. They may end up seeing FCP again, and we already heard player Aaron Sanders say that was the team that he did not want to see because he knows they're really good. So, but hats off to Coach Mack and that organization over there, and
Doing a great job.
doing a great job. And we look forward to them coming back next year. So I think that was the last game, Chris. We got off track a little bit, but
It's all good. I'm excited for these playoffs, man. I'm excited. Flint Fury, here's a message to you. You shocked the world once. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? You did it once before. Can you do it again in the playoffs when it matters, when it counts? Show up to the game anticipating to win. Don't just show up to the game and be like, oh, let's just go through the motions. Show up ready to compete. You never know what might happen. Football guys might shine on you. Coach Mack, how your boys lock in. Lock in on this first round. Take it personal that you guys didn't get a bye week. This is for all the bandits. Take it personal that you didn't get that bye week and show us why you should have and move on to play FCP round 2. Is it a different outcome this time? Can you beat FCP? You were leading at halftime in the first game. Can you finish the game? The game is 60 minutes, not 30. So there's a lot of moving parts here. And I like it. I like it a lot.
as always, we're going to take a look at the game of the week, sponsored by Rivals Live and our director of creative media, Mr. Rico Poole. This week he was at the FCP Flint game, so we're going to watch this and take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Flag City. Back to
Did I
Has
see that
all
right?
legs.
Did the ball bounce off of the defender's head and he caught it and then shook him for the touchdown?
That's right.
That's definitely a top play of the year. That's definitely a top play of the year. That wow. Being in position and still not being in position is crazy.
Well, let's take a look at the. Oh, that's not the right one, is it? What the hell, Brian? All right, we're gonna do this. Let's do this.
He's got it. He's got it under control.
No, that's not it. That's not it either. We just looked at those. Get rid of this one. All right. It is going to be a doubleheader this weekend in Lansing, Michigan. First game kicks off at 4 p.m. between the 5-5 Capital City Bandits #3 versus the 3-7 Flint Fury. And they are number 6. So it's 3 versus 6 for the first game. And that game, like I said, will be at Hope Sports Complex in Lansing, Michigan. Another doubleheader for this week. And then the second game will be I'm so confused, and I should have talked to Dunk about this, but the Great Lakes Giants 4-6 versus the Lima Warriors at 4-6. So I apologize. I didn't have their logo for the new team or the new name or whatever the heck it is. I won't even talk
We'll
about
figure it out. But
I'm so confused.
I'm not gonna lie. I got in both these matches. I'm taking. Yeah, we know, boss. In both these matches, I'm definitely taking the Bandits. I'm set in stone on that. I want Bandits, Phantoms round 2 for the second round for the second round of the playoffs. I want that game for sure. And then in this matchup, I'm gonna take the Surge.
It's not the Surge. It's the Giants.
The Giants. I'm gonna take the Giants. My bad. I'm gonna take the Giants. I want Lima to win their first playoff game in like forever, and I think Billy Cove said like 15 years.
Ooh.
But I just think that the Giants might have a little bit too much.
Hey, your mom's on my ass, man. She said,
I see.
So
I'm gonna take the Giants. I'm gonna take the Giants to win and play against GCT and the Bandits against the Phantoms. That's how I'm going with that.
Billy Cole was wrong, J.
I'm pretty sure he is because I could have swore Lima won a playoff game in the last 15 years, but Billy Cole's a troll, so you know how that is.
All right, so looking at the next week, the round 2, the semifinals, as I call it. We don't know who Flag City is going to play. It's going to either be, it's not going to be the lowest remaining seed because GCT gets them. So, and I'm getting better at this.
I'm loving the graphics.
Yeah,
I was going to say something at the end, but I'm digging.
It takes me a minute, but I didn't notice that this one has flames, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm loving the graphics. You're getting better at this.
I know. Hey, and we only have like 5 fans. We're not a number 1. We're not ranked or nothing. So, if I keep the graphics up, we might get up to 10 by the end next year, buddy.
The only way you guys will play FCP is if the lower seed, I'm saying this wrong.
GCT will play the lowest remaining
seed.
Whether it's going to be the Giants or it's going to be either the Fury or Lima or the Giants. It's
right.
One of those 3. But we know if Cap City wins, they're definitely playing Flag City. So,
right.
But that's
if they lose, then there's the window. The window does open up for possibly.
See, I like your mom being in the audience watching the show, man. She's full of positivity. Look what she said about Lima.
I see.
See.
She's trying to be positive.
It must run in the family, Chris, because you're a pretty positive person.
I mean, I am. She's more positive than I am. And when it comes to playoffs, I'm gonna have to keep it funky. But she's gonna keep the faith. She's a faithful person. She's a minister. She's a praying mom. But when it comes to football, no, I'm gonna have to disagree with her on this one.
And tonight was supposed to be the award show, but since you guys can't get your stats turned into me at a decent time so I can actually do the work, I was nice enough to extend that. But we'll do the award show next week, so make sure you tune into that. And the boss did remind us to say if the semifinalists will be in the Legacy Bowl too. So there's really not a loser when it comes down to the last 4 teams, because that Legacy Bowl has a lot of perks to it. So for the semifinalists that lose. So whether it could be the 4 teams that we were talking about, or it could be a surprise 4 teams, who knows? That's what playoffs are about. So
who's going to surprise us this week? I want to, I want to see a surprise. Who's going to surprise us? Who's going to put up some points? Who's gonna play spoiler? So I can't wait. We've been waiting for this moment all season with these franchises that we have. This is the best 2A season undeniably that we've had since the PFA has been in existence. I'm gonna put that out there. It definitely has been back and forth. The race has been tight, and now we are at the climax of what we need to see from all of these teams in the playoffs.
Now Dunk sends me the logos.
Oh, now he sends it
for them Giants. But
so I'm excited.
As always, that was our playoff preview show, and we'll be back next week, same time, same channel, live on YouTube and Facebook for the 3rd annual The Rundown Awards 2026. So that should be
a lot of good
fun.
ball has been played. Well, I hate to cut you off, Brian, but a lot of good ball has been played this season, okay, by a lot of different players. We only have a handful of awards, okay? So be mad at us now, okay? I'm just going to foreshadow it. Just be mad at us now. A lot of you guys played great ball this season. We've literally had to literally trying to find a needle in the haystack to try to find something that would separate one from another to give these awards out. So don't dismay, okay? We're going to have nominees. We're going to give flowers where flowers are due, even if people don't win the award. But what I'd like to say is, what award is better than a championship? Even if you don't get an individual award, what's better than winning a championship? So let's keep focused. Do you guys' job. Do your 111, and play well this week, man. Praying for no injuries, playing for great games, playing for no BS. My mom's on here, so I can't say what I want to say. Praying for no BS this week, okay?
And remember that about the awards, stats based. So if you've been turning stats in to me and you came up and you figured out that you missed a bunch of stats from the person who was doing it before or whatever, hey, I'm not going to go back and check and verify that the stats are correct, because that's not our job.
If your franchise didn't turn in anything all season, but you played your tail off, again, I apologize ahead of time. You will not be in the running for any award. We don't have any stats.
Look, I don't know half you guys.
This logo, though. I'm looking at it right now. That's a nice logo.
Those are nice. But as always, you're watching the Rundown. We'll be back next week. I'm Brian Mitchum for my co-host Chris Cousins. We'll see you next time. Catch us if you can.